Hey, this is Sebastian for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and tonight I'm joined by...
This is S of Blades of Perdition. I'm the vocalist in the band.
Your new album, The Harrowing of Hearts, is released on February the 14th. How pleased are you with the finished product?
Yes, we are super proud of how it all turned out. The production, the video that came out, the sound we managed to achieve, and basically all the artistic things that we wanted to show. Everything works well.
Your work is one of the most unique things I've heard in a while. How does it compare to your previous releases?
We always kind of tried to achieve this eerie and atmospheric thing. So it's not quite something new for us, but yeah, we made this album more spacious, less dense, with some rock influences and all that stuff. So we kind of let the music flow more freely, to not make it so aggressive and direct.
It is amazing. If I was totally new to your band, which track from the album would you play to me and why?
I think it would have been Last po niebieskie, the one in Polish. You know, it's because it's also, although musically it just shows what this album is about, the lyrics and the form of them, you know, in Polish are quite different. So I would use that song to kind of make I don't know, a point about the album.
That's the one song I can't pronounce, so yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, obviously it's in Polish. It's in Polish. In English, it means the Kingdom of Heaven.
Everything about the album is amazing, even down to the artwork, which is really interesting. Did you have a lot of involvement with that, and what's the meaning behind the artwork?
Actually, yes, I worked on it together with my friend who is an author. It's a girl, my friend, no one very known or all that stuff. So we kind of had this close connection. We understand each other, so I didn't really have to tell her too much about it. I just made some sketches in Photoshop and sent them to her, and she made what is actually on the cover. Of course, I was involved in the whole process. I was giving her hints and all that stuff, but lots of work is actually her job, and it's brilliant.
That would actually look epic framed. Is this something you plan to do for yourself at home?
Yes, obviously. It's so beautiful that I'm more than willing to print it in, I don't know, A2 or A1 format and hang it somewhere, because it deserves it.
Black metal is experimenting. What can we expect from your music looking further into the future?
Oh, it's really hard to say. You know, we are experimenting on you know, I don't know, a daily basis. I can say that, you know, that we don't really plan ahead. We just do what we feel we want to do at the moment. You know, when we were doing Conscious Darkness, the previous album, we just found out that we want to do 4 lengthy songs in this epic fashion. And now, for example, we wanted to make this album more catchy, more think. It's maybe more easy to listen, but still very atmospheric and layered. So it always comes suddenly and unplanned on everything that we do music wise. It's never, you know, as I said, it's never planned, and I can't really say what we're going to do in the future. maybe you should ask me in 2 or 3 years from now. It will be easier for me to say it, because now I'm still shortly after recording the album, so all the emotions are fresh, and it's hard to think what's gonna be in the future.
Of course, you're signed to Metal Blade. How pleased are you with their input so far and promotion?
Well, obviously we are very pleased, and we never expected that. It was a total surprise because they reached out to us, not the otherwise. So it's an honor, and so far all the cooperation, all that stuff is flawless, and we have really no reasons to complain. The contact between us and Andreas, who is responsible for us, is just great. So really, it's all fine. It's all cool.
Tour and festival plans already sorted for the year?
Well, there are some plans. Nothing confirmed so far, I think. But yeah, there are some plans in regard to live shows. But I'm really not up to date with that, because I don't play live. I'm in a wheelchair since our accident in 2013. So guys have to play live without me, and I just do the studio work. So I'm not that involved in life plans, so I might not be, as I said, up to date with everything so far.
When did you first realise you wanted to be a musician and in a black metal band?
Been listening to this for I don't know how long, since I was a kid, I think. But being involved with someone who creates it, I think it started when I was a teenager. I don't know, I was maybe 17 or 18 then. I had a band, death metal band called Ulcer, and we started doing this stuff practically for ourselves. It was nothing big, with no plans of, I don't know, career and all that stuff. And after a couple of years, I became friends with Lucas, who is a guitarist of Blaze of Perdition, then Perdition, because the name changed with time. We became, as I said, we became friends, and we just thought that it might be great to join forces and form something that later became the band that we are now.
What would you say has been the biggest accomplishment so far with Blaze of Perdition?
Well, I think that's the thing that we already talked about. The contract with Metal Blade is really a step up for us. All the I don't know how to call it, all the noise around our name, all the stuff is much bigger, much wider than it used to be when we were in Pagan Records or Agonia. So yes, I think that Metal Blade might be a breakthrough for us, but we have to wait for it and see what happens, because all in all, it all comes down to if our music will find its place in people's hearts or not, because label want to do the all the job. It's up to us, actually.
Lords of Chaos, the movie, has been out a couple of years now and has really pissed off a lot of black metal musicians. Do you have any opinion on the film?
Well, I did watch the movie. Yes, I actually kind of liked it. I'm not the kiddie cult guy that feels offended because Hollywood made a movie about the genre I'm creating in. I think this movie was alright. Obviously, it was cringy at some parts. There was probably many made up shit there, but as just a movie, if you come to this, if you just play this movie, watch this movie without expectations about how black metal it should be, I think it's just all right picture. Nothing groundbreaking, but nothing terrible as far as that, I think. I really liked that suicide scene, although it was probably exaggerated, but yeah, it was beautifully recorded and filmed.
Can you tell me then which are your two favourite black metals of all time, and what have they meant to you personally?
I think I would say Buffery and something maybe newer, something less of a classic and maybe less obvious. I think that due to their first two albums, three if we count the MCD, I think Funeral Myth has this special place in my heart.
Can you tell me why we should buy the Harrowing of Hearts?
It's not up to me to decide really. If you want something that's really honest and done with heart, it's just you should just take and then try it. You know, it's really hard to say because people want different things from music. You know, I can't really force anyone to feel the same way about the album that I do. And I can't feel the same way the other people do. So, as I said, if you just want atmospheric and honest piece of art, then just go and buy it and hopefully enjoy it.
4 words to describe Blades of Perdition.
Honesty, it's maybe 2 words, but hard work, passion, and emotions.
Thank you so much for your time. Do you have any final words for your fans and our listeners?
Be aware of the premiere of the album and give it a chance because it's very layered and, as I said previously, very the work that you have to really listen carefully and understand with time, because I think it's not as easy album as it may appear at first due to its catchiness.
Ecstasy My blood.